It was the 1980s. Up till 1986, I was in private school. That year, an elementary school had opened up in the city of Sweetwater. My parents put me in, being that the new school was 2 blocks away from home. Anyways, I found the rules were much more relaxed. Kids would even bring toys to class. No joke. The environment was much more undisciplined. I met a kid that brought a couple of books with him. One day in class during break, him and a friend were using the books to play a game. I asked him what it was that they were doing and what the dice were for. He said, "We're playing D&D. Sometime later, after playing D&D during break time in class, I asked if I could borrow the books. I never gave them back, and he never asked for them either. So a few years later, I had a new group of friends. I met George while riding bike here in Sweetwater. We liked heavy metal, comics, and video games, so we shared a lot in common. That's all there was to do back then. We didn't have internet or YouTube. I met my friend Ernie through George. One day, George said he couldn't play because he had a D&D game with his friends, Ernie and Frankie. I think it was at the following role-playing session that I was invited over. It turns out Frankie was the dungeon master. George and Ernie felt that he was being unfair. We ended up at my house and planned to start a new game of our own. So I became the new dungeon master. I would draw out world maps and dungeons for our games. Ernie became a barbarian, and George was a mage. We got along real well and had so much fun. I can't even begin to tell you the hours we spent playing. So I've had a love for all things medieval. When the Lord of the Rings movies came out, I was blown away. It was my favorite by far. I love the Hobbit movies too. I'm glad I can make things that were just fantasy when we were kids. It's a great feeling. I hope you enjoyed the build. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Escajedo Woodworking.